Let's make the 401k grow, 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 grow.
Hello, I'm Lillian, and today we're going to work to make life a little less complicated. Being confused or apathetic towards dry financial terms is understandable. It's not nearly as exciting as rocket science, but it's also not as hard to understand as rocket science, especially when we break it down into terms a kid can understand. This is 401ks and retirement, simply put. Let's meet today's special guest. Hello, I'm Lillian. What's your name?
Kennedy.
How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
Awesome. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a singer and an actress when I grow up.
Do you know what retirement is?
Retirement is when a person quits their job when they have enough money to take care of themselves.
Would you like to retire someday?
Yes.
Do you feel like you understand financial concepts? Do you think that most adults know what a 401k is?
Yes. But I think I know what a 401k is. I think it means like $4,000, but maybe I'm forgetting a 1 in it.
You got what most adults think it is. Most adults think that a 401k is like some special amount of dollars, like $4,000 or $401,000. But actually, it's just a name for the type of account. It's called 401k because that's the part of the tax code that it's named after. The great part about saving for it is that there's special kinds of accounts and you have to pay less taxes. So you actually get to save a little bit more money than it feels like is coming out of your paycheck. If you feel like you can't put a lot in there, if you start early, you might have to wait a long time, but the length of time that it has allows it to grow more and more in that special account because it's invested and it will earn more money over time. So if you give it a long time, you don't need to put quite as much in. If you had a 401k at your job, your employer would say, here's this special savings account, and let's say they paid you $100. You could say, okay, I want to save 10% in order to retire. And you would put $10 in that account. So every paycheck, you'd get $100, but you would put 10 in this 401k.
Does any of this relate to like saving money and like putting it inside of your bank account to spend it?
That's what's special about 401ks and IRAs. When you save in a retirement account, it's a locked up bank account. So that 401k, they'll charge you money if you take it out before you're the age of 59 and a half. You don't even have to save a lot. You just have to start early. Because as long as you invest that money in that 401k, it will start growing. So you're a freelancer, you're a gig worker, maybe you're an actor and you have your own production company, then in that case you would have what's called an IRA, and it stands for Independent Retirement Arrangement. It's a special account just like a 401k, except that you can set it up yourself, and it is mostly the same. There's a couple key differences. So you can't put quite as much money in it. So if you wanted to save a lot of money in 1 year, the IRA has a lower limit than the 401k, but you can invest them in the same kinds of things. And the great part about an IRA is that you can set it up all by yourself. So you don't need to have an employer that gives it to you. The scary part though is you have to decide to start and actually do it. You know, a lot of adults have a 401k and they don't put any money aside in it. Do you think those adults will ever be able to retire if they don't put any money away?
No.
Which is scary, isn't it?
Yes, very scary. Once I get applied to the job, like just put the money in the 401k. 10% of it, just put it all in the 401k so that dough can just rise.
Nice. So, Kennedi, I think you may be an expert compared to most grown-ups now. Can you explain to the grown-ups what a 401k is?
A 401k is not $4,000, but it is a thing that you can use to actually like put your money in so that it grows. And retirement is when once you earn enough money from the 401k, you get to like leave your job because you have enough money to like buy a house, buy a car, and get some new clothing, get a dog, and yeah.
Nice.
So basically there's this big money bubble and you have to like put in more to make it grow.
Yeah, pretty much. If your employer offers a 401k match, it's like an instant raise. So don't miss out on the free money by not contributing up to the match.